Right then, ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another Monsterverse video. So in today's video we're going to be looking at newly released storyboards, which actually show some additional scenes of Kong exploring the Hollow Earth, which was, the Hollow Earth in general was the highlight. I think most people were really intrigued to see what the Hollow Earth was like. It was great, if a little underwhelming at points. I think people expected a little bit more monsters and things like that, but sadly we didn't really get many, which was a shame. So we're going to be covering this today, ladies and gentlemen. It's always good to get Monsterverse news. I do absolutely love it. We got so much news before this film released, and then obviously as it was released it was great. Really enjoyed covering this film, and I enjoyed the film myself. And since then obviously everything has died down outside of the whole Son of Kong potential sequel that would be in the works. So it's nice to get some new updates on this film. The article that we're going to be looking at today is linked down below in the description box, and as well as in the description box is a link to my second channel. I'd love to have you guys over there. It's a channel where I just rebuild cars, basically, where I drive cars and things like that. I'm rebuilding a rally car. I think you guys will really enjoy it, so head on over there and support me over there. Link in the description box. Anyway, let's dive into this, shall we? So just when we thought we'd seen everything Adam Wingard and Godzilla vs. Kong had to show regarding the Hollow Earth, newly released storyboards of unused sequences have now given us a further look into Kong's journey through the habitat. Now this is important because we learned that there was like an extra 3 hours of footage or something like that, which was unused. However, Adam Wingard had said, no, this is the best film that I could have made. But I guess now we're glimpsing some minutes of these hours of unused footage. So it is important, it is interesting, and I guess now we can judge, you know? We can judge whether this film that we did get was the best one. I think Kong running about through the Hollow Earth could have added a lot to the film, actually. Especially if it expanded the Hollow Earth. So shared over on Twitter by Kaiju News Outlet, the storyboards were produced by professional movie illustrator Richard Bennett, whose previous work as a storyboard artist includes Godzilla King of the Monsters, Avengers Endgame, and WandaVision. So no slouch when it comes to storyboarding. And here we get a glimpse of it. Here we get a glimpse of him roaming through the Hollow Earth. Now, obviously, here's, these are the images blown up. And it says, in one sequence following Kong as he leaps and swings across great distances after entering the Hollow Earth, the would-be king discovers that the trees have the same capabilities as a catapult, and proceeds to take advantage of this property by slingshotting himself into a field of floating stones. I quite like that, and here you can see it, so he's got a tree here. That's him holding one of the trees, and then it bends, and then launches him. I quite like this, and I think this would have added... I don't think we necessarily needed this, because they developed Kong really, really well, but this could have added a little bit more of that sort of human, playful element to Kong, which wouldn't have been bad at all. Now, grabbing one of the rocks, the Eighth Wonder from Skull Island then does his best Spider-Man impression and swings from rock to rock as if they were tree branches, which is great. Again, looks great. So we can see... And I think what is important about this anyway, at least in terms of storyboarding and things like that, is it does expand the Hollow Earth. We're seeing that the trees are bendy, they're not normal trees. And why would they be? They are ginormous by comparison. They would have to have, I guess, experienced some form of evolution in some regard anyway, to withstand all of the titans that would live in the Hollow Earth and would be preying on them. I think the other element of this is as well this sort of floating stone field. It looks great. It absolutely looks great. As seen in the next few illustrated shots, Kong then manages to swing above the field and hop uneasily on the rocks, taking a page out of the Super Mario strategy guide to add to his repertoire. We can see him there sort of leaping from rock to rock. And again, it's that sort of playful nature of Kong. It doesn't actually add much at all, in fairness. It opens up the Hollow Earth nicely. Now finally, when Kong jumps to solid ground, he sticks the landing by pounding his chest and roaring for all of the Hollow Earth to hear in an assertion of his dominance, which we see here. Which is great, like, it looks good, but I don't think this would have added that much. And the Hollow Earth seemed very empty anyway, so who's he roaring to? Who's benefiting? You know, a bunch of you guys will say, well, we did see some Titans there. We saw the Warbats, yeah, not many. We saw the Titans sort of coming out the ground and stuff, but it didn't seem as populated as I would have expected. You know, we heard that Skull Island was basically the Hollow Earth breaching the surface. So why wasn't all of the land like Skull Island, you know? Now, obviously not every detail of the sequence made it to the screen. However, elements were adapted for both Kong's first on-screen exploration of the Hollow Earth and the ending of GVK, the latter of which saw him and Monarch officially christen the vast uncharted environment as his home. Admittedly, Godzilla vs. Kong isn't lacking in scene-stealing moments featuring the giant ape, but it would have been excellent to see more of his quickness and agility on display. This is the article's wording anyway. As far as the artist, Richard Bennett's roots are in comic books, having worked as an artist for both Marvel and Wildstorm. Thus, it comes as no surprise that his stunning storyboard illustrations feel like a natural fit for an appearance in graphic novel form. Which, again, you can see, like, I mean, they look great. Like, this would look nicely in a comic book, to be fair. It would look great in a comic book. Now, he may find time one day to go back to freelancing for Marvel and DC and achieve that in some form, but currently he's very busy in Hollywood. So Bennett, in terms of who he's doing storyboarding for now, The Flash, Black Adam, Spider-Man, and She-Hulk. So he's pretty busy, and I like these images, but do I think that it's going to add much, you know, to the movie? No, not really. Now, this doesn't say that. This isn't to say that everything that was cut is similarly like this and wouldn't have added anything. So it's difficult to say, well, yeah, Adam Wingard was definitely speaking the truth when he said, you know, the rest of the movie and what was cut definitely wouldn't have added anything to the film. But I don't think this would have, to be honest. Or at the very least, what it would have added is so minor and minimal that, yeah, this doesn't matter if it's cut, to be fair. It's a nice little addition if it could have been included, but you know, if they have a mandate from a studio to cut the film down or anything like that, does it really make that much of a difference? No, not really. I don't hate any of this stuff, to be perfectly honest. I think this is fine. Again, it's about character building, isn't it? I personally think we had enough scenes with Kong. I think we needed more with Godzilla. But that's my personal view. This is definitely a Kong movie and not a Godzilla movie. But, you know, whether you agree or disagree with that is neither here nor there. Whether you like or dislike that, should I say, is neither here nor there. It just is what it is. But let me know what you think down below in the comment section if you are new here. Please do hit subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching. Guys, if you are a normal subscriber, you're a subscriber here, just check that you're still subscribed. And if you do leave a like, please do check that, you know, YouTube actually leaves it there, because YouTube has been removing likes recently, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. But never mind. Cheers though, guys. Take care.